Hello, good evening, good morning, and good day out there. It's Enoch Noel. Hell no. 50, 51st States. Never and never again. So we say welcome to each and everyone. We know you are watching us from US, Canada, Europe, Asia, Middle East, Africa, and everywhere. So we just want to say welcome and thank you for tuning Panazuka TV. No 51st State TV show. It's Enoch Noel, your host. I hope you're going to enjoy our talk today. So today, what do we have for you? Stay tuned. We're going to be able to bring you what's trending or what's going on around here in Canada, the US. Yeah. So as the Jeffries files, keep burning, things are not getting better and things are getting worse. So stay tuned. However, today we choose not to go back on the files, but today we're going to try to focus on business on both sides, US and Canada. What are the consequences of the tariffs on both our countries? Because either the one who is trying to enforce tariffs and those who are the tariffs are being enforced to, they both have a negative effect affecting their businesses, affecting their people, affecting Canadians and affecting Americans. So both are affected negatively, and even though some of us or some of people out there trying to defend them, but these do not benefit anyone at all. Yeah, so like if we can just touch a little bit on the tariffs. For example, if the goods enter in the US, the tariffs, for example, a car is 50,000 US dollars. Then they add the tariffs, maybe let's say 10,000 US dollars. Whom do you think is going to pay that tariffs? Is the person who is bringing the goods, or is it the consumer, the people who are going to buy those goods? So anyways, tariffs do not benefit the people that we say we are fighting for. So for example, let's go to the negative effect on the tariffs. There has been fighting between the US and the Canada because up to now, US has settled most of the tariffs fights with the other countries, except Canada. They are still negotiating. I don't understand why Canada is not settled in tariffs, yet we are just close neighbors and so on. But the reason behind that is that we want, the US want Canada to be the 51st states, which is the motivation why we started this show, so that we can be able to be bringing a nutshell about what's hell is going on, which our slogan said that hell no to 51st states, because as an independent country, a strong and defends so many human rights around the world, they wouldn't be part of the US. So as we said, the fight between Canada and the US, every week we used to travel to the US every week. I mean, before COVID. When COVID came, there was slow, but then the tariffs came, so most of the Canadians were so angry because Canada and the US, their trades, they are the best. They were the best trades in terms of auto parts, autos and everything, like manufacturing cars, manufacturing um, car parts and so forth on. But since that fight starts, most of the Canadians, well, all the time they travel to the USA, either to go to New York City for shopping, or to go to California, or to go to visit Los Angeles, or to go to visit Nevada. And it's so, like, most of the Canadian, every weekend or every Monday to Friday, they are always traveling to the US for for shopping and so on. So now the Canadians have enforced the rules of saying buy Canadians, because if someone is trying to uh, kill or to disrupt or to destroy Canadian business, you're not going to be able to keep supporting them or keep going behind them. No. So that's why buy Canadian products first. And in some other shops, do not buy any American made good. This doesn't mean that, because Canada has been always best friends, best friend. In Afghanistan they fought together. In Iraq they fought together. In all the wars, Canada and the US have been together, except that the new administration doesn't give a shit. So that's why Canadians who had already traveled to the US for shopping or for vacation and so on, they cut them off. So this is why we came to find that actually USA lost about $5.7 billion, which came through tourists, from Canadians and the other countries around the world. So imagine $5.7 billion. This is a lot of money, which means some Americans are negatively affected by this, cutting vacation or shopping and so forth. So this $5.7 billion, it's a lot of money for a country to lose. I know, being one of the richest country in the world and has a lot of money, but still if you lose $5.7 billion, this is a lot of money. And we came to realize that back in 2014 and from back in 2019, so many years in, there were about 72 million people who visited the US every year. Guess now what? Now, since the new administration, have seen about 600,000 people visiting the US. So you can imagine, from $72 million, 72 million tourists or visitors, to only 600, not even 1 million people. So you can see, I think it's not heading to the, good position in terms of business, in terms of economy, in terms of relationship, and so forth on. So even though there are people out there trying to defend MAGA and so forth on, but it's losing bigly. Yeah, but also I don't see only negative on the US economy or US financial. Also, you can see that in Canada, since tariffs began, about 400 jobs have been lost. So during those fights, misunderstanding to each other, tomorrow or tonight I'm calling to cancel the negotiation for the trades, and so many interruptions. It has lost 400,000 jobs. But at the part of the US, according to some data we have, it has lost about 600,000 jobs too. I mean, maybe more than that, but we'll be looking into the update. But those are the some information that we have. So neither any country gains through enforcing or imposing tariffs to one country or any other. No one gains at all. Instead, they are lost jobs, lost factories, lost economy, and so on. So those are a few things I wanted to share with you guys. Stay tuned. However, we keep on requesting you to subscribe to our new channel. Let us build it together. So subscribe, share, and comment. Those are the things we may request you by to support us to grow. Thank you so much, and have a good evening, and have a nice day. Bye. See you next time.